lead me away. Are you really leaving? Don't go. We just got here. Besides, we want to catch up with Ethan too. It's been forever. Yeah, you can't have him all to yourself. With that, they swarmed forward, playfully pulling me away from Amelia to greet me one by one. I smiled, answering their questions, until I was eventually nudged in front of Chloe. I smiled at her and opened my arms. Chloe. Chloe stared as I came closer, her mind momentarily blank. I raised an eyebrow, feigning disappointment. What? No hug for your old friend? Hearing the familiar nickname, a smile broke across Chloe's face. She stepped forward and wrapped her arms around me, inhaling a faint floral scent from my clothes. I hugged her back tightly, burying my face in the crook of her neck and whispering, I really missed you. Chloe froze. She glanced around nervously, but everyone was just smiling at our reunion. No one seemed to have noticed. She started to wonder if she had imagined it. Seeing that we weren't letting go, Amelia frowned and walked over. She pulled me out of Chloe's embrace and into her own. That's enough catching up, she said possessively. Feeling the sudden emptiness in her arms, Chloe flexed her fingers, a sense of loss washing over her. Wow, look who's jealous, someone teased. Amelia, jealousy doesn't look good on you. Amelia shot them a glare but said nothing, simply tightening her grip on me with an air of pure ownership. I smiled through their teasing, but my gaze was fixed on the male lead, who looked like he was on the verge of tears. I don't believe I've met this friend before, I said, turning to the group and waiting for an introduction. The cheerful atmosphere instantly froze. Most people looked away awkwardly, but a few of the guys watched me with knowing, amused smirks. I turned to Amelia, my expression a perfect picture of innocence and trust. When her eyes met mine, they filled with guilt and anxiety. She glanced over at Chloe, who had protectively pulled Leo into an embrace, her own expression strained. He's my boyfriend. My eyes widened in mock surprise. Chloe, you're dating someone? Chloe let go of Leo and lightly tapped my forehead. What are you talking about? I smiled and extended a hand to Leo. Hi, I'm Ethan Wright, Amelia's fiancé. Leo stared at my smooth, fair hand, then self-consciously extended his own, which was rough with calluses. Leo Vance. I gave his hand a firm shake, my eyes casually sweeping over him. No need to be so formal. We're all friends here. Chloe and I go way back to college. It's been almost 8 years now. Chloe chimed in from the side. Almost 9. You've been gone so long you've lost track. I grinned. Why do you sound so resentful? You were all supportive when I left. The playful, almost wheedling tone of my voice made Chloe's heart skip a beat, and she remembered what I had whispered to her earlier. I turned back to Leo. I see you like white suits too. We must have similar tastes. We should hang out sometime, maybe hit up a gaming lounge. Seeing my completely guileless act, several of our friends had to look away, afraid they would burst out laughing and expose the whole charade. Amelia, clearly uncomfortable with me talking to Leo, quickly pulled me down to sit beside her. Where's my birthday present? She whispered. I turned to her with a playful smile. I came back early just for you. Isn't that present enough? Amelia's face broke into a genuine smile. It counts. The others sat down as well, but seeing Amelia and me acting so affectionately, then glancing at the miserable-looking Leo, they couldn't help but frown. I excused myself to go to the restroom. The moment I was gone, Amelia turned to the silent Leo. You should go home. Leo thought his heart couldn't break any further, but Amelia's words sent a fresh wave of pain through him. You promised, he said, his voice full of hurt. Amelia remained silent. Right now, nothing was more important than Ethan. Leo read the answer in her silence and sneered. So when he's around, nothing else matters? Is that it? Her silence was all the confirmation he needed. Tears streamed down Leo's face, and a few of the nearby friends started to intervene. Leo, just go home for now. You don't want Ethan to see you like this. Leo's face was ashen. He had considered these people his friends. They were Amelia's friends, and he had always treated them with genuine kindness, remembering their birthdays and getting them gifts. Yet, the moment Ethan returned, they were all telling him to leave. I'm not leaving, Leo said, gritting his teeth. You promised you'd let me spend this birthday with you. Amelia frowned. I don't need you to celebrate my birthday with me. But I was the one with you for the last 2 years. Leo cried, his voice breaking. All I want is to celebrate one last birthday with you. Is that too much to ask? You promised me. One of the guys finally snapped. Give it a rest, man. Don't make this so pathetic. The real deal is back. Who needs a stand-in? Another chimed in, sneering at Leo. Take a look at yourself. You're not even in the same league as the original. Did you really think you were going to be some Cinderella story? He told you to leave, but you're still clinging. It's just sad. Leo looked at Amelia, his eyes pleading for her to defend him. But while she frowned at the comments, she said nothing. Leo's heart shattered into a million pieces. Chloe couldn't stand listening to the increasingly cruel remarks any longer. "That's enough," she said sharply, then turned to Leo. "Let me take you home." Leo stubbornly refused. He walked over to Amelia and grabbed her hand. "Amelia, I don't want to go." "Stop making a scene," another friend hissed. "Just let Chloe take you home. If Ethan finds out, you're dressed exactly like him today. What if he realizes you're his stand-in?" Just then, I pushed the door open. "What stand-in?" The room fell silent once more. The moment Amelia saw me, she violently slapped Leo's hand away from hers. The physical sting was nothing compared to the pain in his heart. His face was ghostly pale as he stared at her, his eyes filled with utter devastation. The sound drew my attention, and I saw the tail end of Leo holding Amelia's hand. My brow furrowed as my gaze flickered between the two of them. "Aren't you supposed to be Chloe's boyfriend?" My question plunged the room into an even deeper silence, with only the soft background music playing on. Amelia quickly stood and started towards me, but I held up a hand. "Stop!" She froze, her expression a complex mixture of emotions. I gave her a cold look, then turned to Chloe. "One of you is going to explain this. What substitute? Who is my stand-in?" Kira, the friend who had mentioned the stand-in, ducked her head, desperately hoping no one would remember it was her who had spoken. I looked at Amelia. Silence. I turned to Chloe. She just pressed her lips together, saying nothing. I let out a cold laugh and scanned the group until my eyes landed on Kira. "Kira, you tell me, who is the stand-in for whom?" Kira flinched at being called out. "It's not what you think, Ethan. We were just talking about some celebrity gossip." "Gossip? Yeah, that's right, just gossip. Don't get the wrong idea." I scoffed. "Do you take me for an idiot? Does this look like the reaction to celebrity gossip?" The group fell silent again. I turned my attention to Leo. "Why don't you tell us, Mr. Vance? Whose boyfriend are you?" Leo felt his face burn, as if his dignity were being ground into the dirt. "No wonder something felt off the moment I walked in," I said, my eyes finding Chloe's across the room. "Chloe, is he really your boyfriend?" Chloe looked at my glistening eyes and, after a long pause, slowly shook her head. My gaze snapped back to Amelia. "Then he's yours." Amelia rushed to deny it. "No, you're my only boyfriend, Ethan." I raised my hand and slapped her across the face. Leo gasped, covering his mouth as he stared at Amelia with concern. The slap silenced the entire room. I looked at her, my voice dripping with disappointment. "You can explain this whole damn mess to your parents and to mine. I can't believe how blind I was." With that, I turned and stormed out. Kira jumped to her feet, ran over to Amelia, and gave her a shove. "Well, go after him." That snapped Amelia out of her stupor, and she ran out after me. When Amelia caught up to me, the excuses came pouring out. "There's nothing between us, I swear. I've never even held his hand. Please, Ethan, don't do this. Forgive me, please." It was a moment of weakness. I was just so confused. "I just missed you so much." I couldn't help myself. I clapped my hands over my ears. "I don't want to hear it." Amelia fell silent. I appeared perfectly calm. I never allow myself to look pathetic, so even in that moment, I maintained my composure. "Amelia, we both need to calm down. I don't know if you're telling the truth or not, and frankly, I don't trust you anymore. I need some time. We shouldn't see each other for a while." A chill ran down Amelia's spine. "Are you leaving me?" My voice cracked with emotion. "What else am I supposed to do? I came back, so excited to celebrate your birthday, and I find this? You found someone else. Amelia, you're the one who betrayed me." Amelia rushed forward and grabbed me. "I didn't. I never did anything to betray you. Please just forgive me this one time. I'm begging you." I struggled against her hold for a moment, then went limp in her arms. "Fine," I said, my voice flat. "We'll take some time to cool off. I'll sort through my feelings. You sort out your complicated relationships. We'll talk again when that's done." Amelia immediately agreed. "I'll end it with him. Once he's gone, we can talk. Just promise you'll give me one more chance." I considered it but said nothing. After dropping Leo off, Chloe returned to her own apartment. The entire way, the image of my devastated face played over and over in her mind, making her heart ache. She knew she should have stopped Amelia from the very beginning. Just as she reached her front door, Chloe saw a figure huddled on the steps. The slender silhouette was trembling slightly in the cold night air. She blinked, hardly daring to believe her eyes, but the figure remained. I looked up and saw Chloe frozen in place. I tried to stand, but my legs were numb from sitting so long. I stumbled, losing my balance and starting to fall down the steps. Chloe lunged forward and caught me, immediately shrugging off her coat and wrapping it around my shoulders. I leaned against her weakly, my voice a small, mournful whisper. What took you so long? In that instant, Chloe was consumed by regret. She never should have taken Leo home. Feeling how cold my arms were, her guilt intensified. She held me tighter, murmuring apologies as she helped me inside her apartment. I'm giving you a key, so next time you can just let yourself in. Why didn't you call me? I would have come right back. Chloe murmured as she settled me on the sofa, fetching a blanket from her room to wrap around me before rushing to the kitchen to put on a kettle. I sat on the couch, staring down at my hands, looking utterly dejected. As Chloe waited for the water to boil, she watched me, her eyes filled with compassion. The system, observing the scene, was confused. Host, Chloe is just a supporting character. Why have you come to her? My head was still bowed, the tip of my nose and the rims of my eyes red from the cold. Hearing the system, a small smirk touched my lips. You said I didn't have to worry about plot deviations.